Yama, slowly you will be able to go to Atma Samyama. That means Atma here is mind. Mind will be established in peace and control. So first, deep exhalation, followed by deep inhalation. Retain your breath for as long as possible and then exhale consciously. During this process, make sure your physical body is totally relaxed, and also the mind should not be allowed to wander anywhere. That's why the process of regulation of breath, pranayama, focus the mind on the breath. And when you focus the mind on the breath, automatically the mind will calm down and attain peace. So do this a few times, daily practice this as much as possible. Now, with the mind that is calm down, quieten, Upanishad mantras advise that one should do upasana, dhyanam, which is now called as nididhyasanam, on the supreme truth, Brahma Tattvam. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. So all the words have to be carefully understood. Shanta upasita. Mind has to be first quietened. That's why this Pranayama, proper pranayama you do in the beginning, quiet in the mind. Shanta upasita, do dhyanam, nididhyasanam. This dhyanam on the supreme truth, Brahma Tattvam, that is done after studying the Vedanta Shastras is called nididhyasanam. And this should be done on what? Brahman, Brahma. As what? Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. So you reiterate in your mind the thought that is normally not present during this process of nididhyasanam, that everything around us, the only truth, only reality, only absolute reality is Brahman. And from this absolutely real Brahman, absolute reality, arises the relatively real universe. That's why Brahman is called Tat Jalan in this particular mantra. Tat, Tat Brahma, from the Brahman, this universe emerges, Srishti, Sthiti, and then finally dissolves. What happens? Since our mind is not tied normally to this absolute reality, the mind tends to go up and down depending on whatever impressions we get from the world. The world doesn't mean only the physical matter world, but also our own physical body, sense organs, mind, relationships, thoughts, emotions, psychological issues, all that affect the mind. And so our mind goes through various emotions, ups and downs, because we attach importance, reality to this seemingly real thoughts, seemingly real impressions that happen in the mind. So, by constant reiteration that they're only seemingly real, relatively real, you can be distanced, be only a witness of all these thoughts, emotions, which are the key things that affect the human being. Always be established in that Brahman. But since Brahman is vast, permeates entire universe, huge, Brihattamatvad Brahma, infinite, difficult to focus the mind. So the Upanishad mantras point out that the same Brahman, which is the nature of absolute existence, absolute consciousness, absolute bliss, Acchidananda Swarupam, is also your own true nature. The absolute consciousness principle is what is your true nature and is available always. How? Upanishad mantra points out. Pratibodha viditam matam amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate virgyam vidyaya vindate amrutam. Bodham, bodham, pratibodham. Constantly we are cognizing so many things in the waking state and also in the dream state. Impressions are formed in the mind. How is it possible? Any cognition that happens through sense organs in the mind is possible only because of the existence of the consciousness principle within you. So once your mind is able to go beyond the objects and the impressions and the corresponding thoughts and reactions, you will recognize that there is a supreme consciousness principle within me, which is enabling all the cognition. So bodham, bodham, pratibodham. Well, all these cognitions are varying. The enabler of the cognition, which is consciousness principle, never changes, always the same, ever present, always the same. So, once you are able to arrive at the consciousness principle and establish your thought on that, bodham, bodham, pratibodham, pratibodha viditam matam. Upanishad mantras clearly establish and give the message that this is the true absolute reality within you, which is called no Atman, the same as Brahman. And this knowledge of my true nature, owning up to this reality, what does it do? Amrutatvam hi vindate. So bestows immortality, knowledge of absolute reality as your own true nature, bestows immortality. And Atmana vindate viryam. This Atma Jnanam If you're constantly aware that my true nature is pure consciousness, everything that is happening around me is only relatively real, seemingly real, unreal, then your mind will never get affected by anything that's happening around you. So, Atmana Vindate Viryam gives you special mental capability, mental strength, fortitude to disconnect from everything that's happening around you and be always resting in that absolute peace. So, Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneyaha. Another Upanishad mantra points out it is Shantam Shivam Advaitam. So, Atmana Vindate Viryam Vidyaya Vindate Amritam. So, once you are able to completely understand and establish yourself, internalize and undergo the transformation as Aham Brahmasmi, it's called Brahmanishtha, then what happens? After this physical body perishes, no more you're subject to this samsara chakram, birth and death. So Atmana Vindate Viryam Vidyaya, internalization of this, establishing in this truth, Vindate Amritam. So that is what is called Amritam, immortality. Immortality means neither birth nor death of the physical body. So how to proceed systematically through study of Vedanta Shastras, essence of Upanishads, it is Bhagavad Gita. Let us now study further the 11th chapter of the Gita. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha निधये सर्वविद्यानां भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ. All of you on cameras, chant Em Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Nimyaistavaihi Verai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha देवाय तस्मै नमः ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. On camera, chant these 6 slokas. Also, go through the meaning in the mind when you chant these slokas. Be aware, 100% connected to the sloka. That is how you can internalize all these slokas. Om Shri Ganesha Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhasvata Jyotishamapि tajyotihi tamasah paramuchyate Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam Nahi jnanena sadrisham Pavitramiha vidyate Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha Kalenatmani vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham nashitamatmanaha Teshamadityavajnanam Prakashayati tatparam Yathai-dhamsi samidhognihi Bhasmasat kuruterjuna ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now remember these five slokas always when interacting in the world. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Baye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite Ananyas Chintayanto Mam ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमम् अहाम्यहम् मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. So constantly be aware of this ultimate truth. What is that? प्रपञ्चो यदि विद्येत निवर्तेत न संशयः मायामात्रमिदं द्वैतम् अद्वैतं परमार्थतः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः. ॐ नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अण्डमं व्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी. ॐ. All chant sloka number 52, which we learned in the last class. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Sudurdarshamidam Rupam Drishtavanasi Yanmama Deva Apyasya Rupasya Nityam Darshana Kankshinaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the Bhagavad Gita Shastram 11th chapter. It's called as Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. It's a very auspicious day, Ekadashi, and also Sthiravaram, Saturday. The greatness of our Vedic way of life is that on any auspicious day like today, in India it is Saturday, okay, in US it is Friday, fine, but Ekadashi, also Saturday here, if one chants the Vishnu Sahasranamam, listen to Gita, Shastram, chants Bhagavad Gita, automatically you accumulate a lot of punyam. See, nothing special needs to be done. So whoever misses the class, whoever doesn't take the opportunity, have let go wonderful way to accumulate punyam, because more and more punyam you accumulate, only way to finally move to the ultimate goal, which is jnanam and moksham. Acharya Shankara says, Muktirno shatajanma koti sukritaihi punyir vina labhyate. Means what? Shatakoti janmam. No example. No, thousands and thousands of janma. Shatakoti means what? What is Shatakoti? Shatam means 100. Koti means crore. 100 crore births. And all these lives, muktihi na shatakoti janma sukritaihi means punyam. Punyervina labhyate. Without that punyam you cannot get. So use every opportunity to accumulate punyam. What is happening? Constantly our physical body and mind is doing either what? Neutral, neither punyam papam or doing papam. So punyam is possible only when you adhere to the Vedic way of life. We just constantly focus on the chanting, listening to Dharma Shastram and Jnana Shastram. So Bhagavan is saying, shloka number 52, after removing his what? Cosmic form, seeing which Arjuna was very, very scared. So Bhagavan came back to normal form, and now he says that what? This particular form of mine, which form? Form of the cosmic form, Vishwarupa Darshanam, is very, very rare. Even gods, Devaha, Sarga repeat, Devaha. So even the gods are constantly craving to see. So, as I told in the last class, should we be always hoping one day, do tapas to see one day Krishna Paramatma in that form, Vishwarupa Darshanam, I want to see. Just like Arjuna, what we should be doing? We should be focusing on studying Vedanta Shastras, because Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, the Vishwarupa Darshanam is nothing but a pictorial representation of the Vedantic dictum, Upanishad Saram, Upanishad message, which is that the supreme principle is a substratum for the entire universe. One line, I told you, no? One line of Upanishad mantra, Yatoba imani bhutani jayante ena jatani jivanti yatrayante abhisambhishanti, is entire chapter of Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. So, study Vedanta Shastra systematically so that you are able to internalize. It's the vision of Atman, vision of Brahman that you have by knowledge is far, far superior to the Vishwarupa Darshanam. Why? When Vishwarupa Darshanam is only transient, I told you, it is not permanent. Whereas knowledge, Atmajnanam, Brahmajnanam, Atmaikatva Vidya, once you get this knowledge, is it transient or permanent? In one portion of Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Acharya Shankara takes this for discussion. Is it possible that just like all other knowledge, objective knowledge, you will forget even this what? Adhyatmic knowledge, this knowledge of my true nature, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, also over a period of time? Is it possible? That's the question he puts. Do you remember everything you studied in your college, science, what? Mathematics, everything? Somebody asks you, will you be able to answer? So similarly, will I also forget about this what knowledge I've got? Atmajnanam. It is not possible, Acharya Shankara says. Definitely no. Nah, he says. Why? Because it is your own true nature. Any other knowledge is external to you. That is objective knowledge, different from you. Here it is your own true nature. It's like asking, will you forget your name? As long as you're alive, will you forget your name? Hopefully, no, right? Huh? So, similarly, what I am, you'll never forget once you are established in this knowledge. So, constantly focus on study Vedanta Shastras, and so you don't need to become like Devas, craving for the Vishwarupa Darshanam, always established in the permanent knowledge, Aham Brahmasmi. So, Bhagavan says, Shloka number 53. All these are wonderful shlokas. Shri Bhagavan Naham Naham Vedairna Tapasa Nadanena Nachejyaya Shakya Evam Vidho Drashtum Drishtavanasi Mam Yatha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You understand?
श्रीभगवानुवाच नाहं वेदैर्न तपसा न दानेन न चेज्यया शक्य एवं विधो द्रष्टुं दृष्टवानसि मां यथा.
Very good. All of us together now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Naham Vedairna Tapasa Nadanena na Chejyaya Shakya Evam Vidho Drashtum Drishtavanasi Mam Yatha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this shloka number 53, is very similar to a previous shloka 48. Write down. 53 is very similar to 48. What is the difference between the two? Anybody? There, Bhagavan what told this sloka in Vishwarupa Darshana form. Here, Bhagavan is saying it in what? Normal form. There it was Trishtup Chandas, like Kain is saying here it is Anushtup Chandas. That's a difference. Otherwise, almost the same meaning. So, what Bhagavan is saying, same thing. Hey Arjuna. So, before concluding this particular portion, chapter of the Gita, Bhagavan wants to continuously reiterate the greatness of Vishwarupa Darshanam for a Manda Adhikari or Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate person. Or Uttama Adhikari, what should you connect the Vishwarupa Darshanam with? As Brahma Jnanam or Atma Jnanam. So he's saying, neither by the study of the Vedas. So Rig Veda, Ajur Veda, Sam Veda, Atharva Veda, continuously learning and chanting gives you tremendous amount of punyam, because chanting of Vedas is the highest punyam that you can get. And conducting all the yajnas based on Veda mantras, add that. So neither by the study of all the Vedas, nor by what? Severe tapas. So severe tapas, what lot of even Asuras did, right? And also good people do. What happens? Bhagavan comes in normal form only, as Brahmaji or as Rameshwara, but not in Vishwarupa form, and nor by Dhanam. So don't take it as a license saying that Bhagavan has told these two slokas. No, 58 and which is the other one? 53, right? 48. So sorry, 54 and 48. 53 and 48. Okay, 48 and 53. Bhagavan has told 11th chapter that all this is not going to give me Vishwarupa Darshanam. What? Studying of Vedas, doing tapas or doing dhanam. So I will not do any of these things. So please don't misunderstand. What it means is that Vishwarupa Darshanam is something beyond all the karma kanda and upasana kanda. For what? For Vedantic students, Vishwarupa Darshanam is equal to Atma Jnanam. One has to enter Vedanta Shastra Shravana Manana Nidhyasana for understanding and internalizing the Atma Jnanam. So here it is Vishwarupa Darshanam. So nor by charity, nor by worship. Worship means what? Various kinds of worship are there. So one of the way of worship is what? Yajna. What? Japa yajna. Yajnanam, japa yajna. See, all those things. These kind of karma upasana cannot lead you to the ultimate truth. So here is saying, by none of this can I be seen in this cosmic form. Vishwarupa Darshanam is reiterating, as you have seen me, you are gifted. So that's why Arjuna was very lucky, many ways. Okay, what? He's a friend of Krishna, then became disciple, devotee, everything. So Bhagavan gives tremendous amount of anugraham to Arjuna. Many ways he has blessed Arjuna, not only through the Bhagavad Gita, but you can study Mahabharata later. How much of anugraham Bhagavan has done for Arjuna, you can understand. So look at Padavibhaga Anmaya for 43. Then we will do Shankara Bhashyam. Sorry, 53, 52 and 53 will do Shankara Bhashyam. Na aham vedaihi tapasa na danena na cha ijyaya. Special word, ijyaya. Shak shakyaha. You put visarga. Shakyaha. Evam vidhaha. One word. Drashtum. Drishtavan. Asi. Mam. Yatha. Very good. All of you now are very fast. Excellent. Who keeps you interested and also awake. Because sometimes listen to Vedanta Shastra slowly. Automatically you go to sleep. Correct? Because once things don't register in the mind will not be active. And what is sleep? Inactive mind is sleep. So One of the ways, if you don't get sleep, attend Vedanta class, they say. Okay. Now look at the Anvaya. Na Vedaihi. Na Tapasa. Na Danena. Na Cha Ijyaya. So, four things Bhagavan has pointed out. Shakyaha aham drashtum evam vidhaha yatha drishtavan asi mam. All the words are there, very simple. Huh? Should I repeat? Can you confirm, UA team? You all got it, no? No need to repeat, right? Okay. Anybody having any challenges? Clear, no? Clear, okay. Now, na vedaihi. So, neither by, put in brackets, by the adhyayanam, study of the Vedas. See, there is one mantra which we chant for, no, it's called Eti Swagata Mantram. When you really welcome a Jnani, sannyasi, only for sannyasi Jnani, you chant the mantra, right? Na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amrutattvama nashuhu. What does it mean? Na karmana. Karma means what? Doing all the rituals, Vedic rituals. For that, what you should do? Study the Vedas first. Then understand the Prayoga Bhagam. That means what? How to implement these mantras in all the yajna. So, na karmana, na prajaya, nor by progeny, na dhanena. So, neither by money power. But by going beyond all these things, tyagena eke amritattvam anashuhu. Amritattvam, attainment of immortality. Jnanam moksham is not possible either by karma. What? Na karmana, na prajaya. People power means what? Accumulating money, position, power. That means what? Neither by ritualistic activities, nor by tremendous power, nor by money, nor by anything can one attain immortality. Similarly, here Bhagavan is saying, na vedaihi, nor by all the study of Vedas, also corresponding rituals. Na tapasa, corresponds upasana kandam, is strict austerities. It's all very good. Actually, all this prepare you to get jnanam very quickly. You study the Vedas, chant the Vedas properly, do all the yajnas. Best is yajnanam japa yajñosmi, and then do tapas, austerity. And then what? Na dane, nor by charity. So, but all these things give you tremendous punyam. As I told you, muktirno shatajanma koti sukratehi punyir vinalabhyate. So, more and more punyam you get. It is an enabler, prepares you to get jnanam. But the direct way to attain what? Moksham jnanam is what? Vedanta Shastra study. So here it is equal to the Vishwarupa Darshana. Na tapasa, nor by no tremendous austerities, nor by charity. Dhanam gives you punyam, but cannot give you jnanam or Vishwarupa Darshanam. Nacha ijjaya, nor by worship. Various forms of worship. So either you do worship Eka Rupa Upasana, Aneka Rupa Upasana, Vishwarupa Upasana. People keep on doing many types of pujas, right? They're all good, accumulate punyam, but will not get the ultimate. So Bhagavan is saying by neither of this, Shakyaha aham drashtum. Evam vidha, underline the word. Evam vidha is very important. Evam vidha means in this form. Which form? Vishwarupa Darshana form. So Shakyaha aham drashtum. Can I be seen in this form? Means what? Because nakaram is there in all the previous four. Little bit Sanskrit. Na vedaihi, na tapasa, na danena, na cha ijjaya. Or you can remove all the nakaram and you can add it to shakyaha aham nat drashtum. Means what? I cannot be what? Seen. Cannot have this vision of this cosmic form. Evam vidhaha. in this form, in this cosmic form, Vishwarupa Darshanam. This vision is impossible either by any of these four examples. Bhagavan, what do these four correspond to? Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda. So it's not possible to visualize either direct vision of Bhagavan, the Ishvara Swarupam, or through Jnanam. So please understand, Karma, Upasana will prepare you. Evam vidaha. So Bhagavan wants to underline Yatha Drishtavanasi. Yatha. Yatha means as, exactly similar to the way. Drishtavan, as you have seen. Drishtavanasi. So what vision you have got of this cosmic form? Vishwarupa Darshanam. This particular form, vision, not possible to be attained by any of these four previous things Bhagavan has mentioned. So, as you have seen, whom? Mam, me. So, same Bhagavan can appear in various forms. So, what is the first step? Eka Rupa Upasana, which you do Bhagavan with one form, which can be established in the mind. Then what? Vishwarupa Upasana, which is what? This Vishwarupa Darshana, entire universe is being supported by the Supreme. Then finally what? Arupa Jnanam. That means what? Vedanta Vijnana Sunischitartha. So that is a process. It has been put in a simpler form with vision of the cosmic form as the example for a Madhyama Adhikari, for an intermediate student. That is important. For Vedanta student, which is who is a Uttama Adhikari. Focus on Vedanta Shastras. Now, Shankara Bhashyam for shlokas number 52 and 53. Let's see anything special Acharya Shankara is saying in this. 52. Sudurdarsham iti. Sudurdarsham. Tushtu dukkhena darshanam. Very difficult to have this vision. Asya iti sudurdarsham. Idam rupam drishtavan asi yat mama. Devaha api asya rupasya. Previous sloka. Nityam sarvada darshana kankshinaha. Always they are craving to see that form. Darshane savopi. Na tvam iva drishtavantaha. They are not able to see the form that you have seen. Na drakshanti chaiti abhiprayaha. Kasmat charas. Why so? Naham iti. Naham vedaihi. So Acharya points out. Rigyaju sama atharva vedaihi. So I want to point out, always say Atharva Veda, don't say Atharvana Veda. So, Atharva Vedaihi, Chaturbhihi, four Vedas, Api na tapasa, either by what? Ugrena Chandrayanadina, different types of tapas, na danena. Go Bhu Hiranyadina, go means what? Go danam, Bhudanam, Hiranyadanam, different types of Danam. Acharya knows everything. No? Shankaracharya knows Adi Shankara. But they are all good to get punyam. But they will not make you what? Atmagnani. What is the way to become Atmagnani? Suppose somebody had $1 billion. I'll write one check for $1 billion to some religious institution. Please give me Atmagnan. Is it possible? Atmagnanam, you have to work hard, sit down, study, and get that knowledge. So, nacha ijjaya, yagnena. I told you, ijjaya means yajna. Yagnena. Which is the best form of yajna? Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. So, don't say, so Bhagavan is quoted here. By yajna, I cannot see. By doing japam, I cannot see Bhagavan. So, what is the use? You do properly, it will prepare you for ultimate jnanam. Pujaya va shakyaha evam vidaha yatha darshita prakaraha. That means what? Exactly similar to how Arjuna has seen. So how many things Arjuna has seen? If you say Arjuna has seen the cosmic form, it's only one or two vision, is it? Infinite. Only a few select portions he has reflected through his words. Even Sanjay has told a few things, but it is infinite, impossible to explain everything, right? So everything has been presented by Bhagavan. So similarly, Atmajnanam, What is the greatness of Atma Jnanam? Do you need to explain million things, billion things? If you understand Atman or Brahman, Ekameva Advitiyam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Further, very simple. Aham Brahmasmi, my own true nature. That's it. You don't need to even explain. It's unexplainable. Yato vacho nivartante. So far superior is Atma Jnanam. Yatha darshita prakaraha drashtum drishtavanasi mam yatha tvam. Now, so Bhagavan has told many times that not possible, not possible, not possible. So you're almost at the point of giving up. Bhagavan is saying there is a way. So far I've told you what all things will not contribute to Vishrupa Darshanam, but there is a way to what? Have this vision or for a Vedantic to get this Jnanam. So, shloka number 54. Wonderful shloka. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhaktya Tvananyaya Shakyah Ahamevam Vidhorjuna Jnatum Drashtum Cha Tatvena Praveshtum Cha Parantapa. Om Shanti Shanti
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shanti. Very good.
भक्त्या त्वनन्यया शक्यः अहमेवं विधोऽर्जुन ज्ञातुं द्रष्टुं च तत्त्वेन प्रवेष्टुं च परन्तप.
Very good. All of you underline this particular shloka. Most important shloka, essence of the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga for the Vedantic student. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhaktya Tvananyaya Shakyah Ahamevam Vidhorjuna Jnatum Drashtum Cha Tatvena Praveshtum Cha Parantapa. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this shloka you also connect with the most important shloka in the 18th chapter. Bhaktya mamabhijanati yavanyaschasmi tatpataha tato mam tatpato jnatva vishate tadanantaram. Almost same meaning except few additions depending on the context here. Few additions in the context there in 18.55. Meenakshi, very good. So put reference. Systematic study means this is a way to study. When you get a shloka, you should know exactly similar what message whereas Bhagavan conveyed. Now he says. So far what has Bhagavan been saying? Neither by karmana, nor by puja, nor by yajna, nor by dana, nor by tapas. Can you see this cosmic form? But there is a way. First what? Hey Arjuna, by undivided devotion. That means what? Ekagra chittam. Means what? Doing constant upasana on only one focused devotion. What happens in other forms of devotion, puja? What are we doing? The mind is what? Desire oriented. I am doing this puja. So give me this result. I want money. I want this position. I want this problem to be solved. Here, the devotion is relentless, single pointed. What? To either you can say in this context, vision of the cosmic form or to understand the ultimate truth. So, by undivided, na anyaya ananyaya. That is why what when we chant ananya chintayanto mam e jana paryupasate. So that ananyaya, ananya bhakti, write down. It's called Ananya Bhakti. So, Jnani Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti. By undivided devotion. That means what? The devotion that we have today is divided into various parts. Yes or no? Depending on situation. I got a problem with what? Financial problem. So, devotion is oriented towards solving financial problem. physical problem, health problem, some other problem, right? Today, it is divided devotion. Now, when you go beyond all these things, when the goal of life is truly understood, to get Atma Jnanam, then undivided devotion. That is why what Bhagavan says, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukriti norjuna. But in that what? Tesham jnani nitya yuktaha eka bhaktir vishishyate. In that, among the four, there is this jnani bhakti. Eka bhakti means what? Ananya bhakti. Huh? So one has to have undivided, right? Undivided devotion. I can be seen in this form. So Bhagavan gives some hope. This form, I will present myself. There is tremendous what? Focus, undivided devotion to see, not desireless, but only for having vision of Bhagavan, this form. Okay, if that is really not possible, there is another easier method. What? You try and know the supreme truth, supreme principle, this cosmic form. There is an absolute reality behind this cosmic form. So know this truly. Tattvena. Very, very important. So this tattvam, that's why there is a Mahavakyam, tattvamasi. Know in reality, know in essence what is this cosmic form. Anything that appears in a form, color, shape is also what? It should be very clear. It is absolutely real or relatively real. Vishwarupa Darshanam is absolute reality or relative reality. People are scared. Oh, can we say Bhagavan, cosmic form? Can we say it's relatively real? That is the power of Vedanta Shastra. You have to say it is relatively real. Absolute reality is beyond name and form, color, ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, avyam. So Bhagavan is now saying, Jnatum cha tattva, known truly. So why should Bhagavan say, on the one hand, I can be seen by undivided devotion. At the same time, he's focusing on what? Tattva jnanam. Knowing this truly. Why? Which is more important? Getting Atma Jnanam. And finally, he says, once you know this truth, absolute reality, you can also merge into this absolute reality. So, can you merge into Vishwarupa, Ishvara, or can you merge into Brahman, Atman? Tell me. If you merge into Vishwarupa, Ishvara, which is what? Vishwarupa Darshanam, you are part of the Layam. That means what? You are undergoing death and destruction. Please understand. That is going to happen anyway. Physical body will merge in that ultimate, whichever form finally after death. That is what? Mritam Shariram Putsrijya. They'll take it and put it. Whereas, how can you merge in the Supreme? By Atma Jnanam Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati Yavan Eschasmi Tattvataha. Understand. So once you understand that my true nature is not different from what? Brahman, you need to travel. What happens? So if A is not different from B, means what? A is equal to B. Means what? A and B are one and the same. One and the same means merged together. Exactly, no? Huh? Wonderful Upanishad mantra is there. Yathodakam shuddhe shuddhamasiktam तादृगे भवति एवं मुनेर्विजानतः आत्मा भवति गौतमा. One of the most wonderful mantras. So yathodakam shuddhe shuddhamasiktam. And pure water in one particular utensil is poured into another container, it's also pure water. Can you differentiate? Can you see any difference? Both are pure. Yathodakam Shuddhe Shuddhamasiktam Tadrigeva Bhavati. When I understand myself as Atman, which is not different from the Supreme, which is Brahman. That's why Acharya Shankara again and again says, Atmaikatva Vidya Pratipattaye Sarve Vedantaha Arabhyante. So there's nothing greater than this Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam, Vedanta Shastra Jnanam. So focus on that. So Bhagavan himself is reiterating the word knowing. Knowing is what? Doing tapasa, doing puja, doing yajna, doing karma. Knowing is sitting and studying Vedanta Shastra systematically. How long, sir? Until I understand, have doubtless knowledge, then establish myself without any doubt. So sometimes Brahman is there, it is true, it is real. Sometimes, God, Brahman, I got enough problems in life. Will Brahman come and help me? Huh? Brahman will not come and help. Brahma Jnanam will help. Let me tell you. A Jnani is the only person who can be disconnected from all problems, all challenges, all what emotional situations. So you merge into Brahman, become one. That is the greatness of Advaita Shastra. Many people say in Bhagavad Gita is Advaita Vedanta being established. One day I'll give you at least there are 8 to 10 slokas in Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan is clearly saying there is only one. So when you say merged into the Supreme means what? When one merges into another, will two exist? Will multiple exist? How much will exist? There is only one. There is only one reality. There is only reality. Don't say there is one God. What you should say? Again, what you should say? There is only God, only one. Because there's only reality. Everything else, so many things are there, sir. What are they? They are only seemingly real or unreal. Initially, all these statements look unreal. Once you get Brahma Jnanam, you know what is really unreal, what is really real. So it's used really real nowadays. But it's a wonderful journey. Hope by the grace of Bhagavan on this Ekadashi, let us pray sincerely to dedicate ourselves to study Vedanta Shastras, get this Jnanam. It's not going to happen overnight. Don't think, sir, today I studied, I'm not getting the Jnanam. Should study constantly, consistently. So now, Padavibhaga Anmaya for 54. Bhaktya. Tu. Tu means a negation of the previous statement or set of statements. Why something has been negated? Previous sloka, what Bhagavan has told, not possible, not possible, not possible. So, but means what? There is a possibility. So, bhaktya tu ananyaya shakyaha aham evam vidhaha. I will ask you to underline evam vidha in the previous sloka. Is there evam vidha? Is there the previous sloka? Evam vidhaha. This sloka also evam vidhaha. So Bhagavan is giving an opportunity that evam vidha, same form. Evam vidhaha. Hey Arjuna. So what happens initially when you are focusing on Padavibhaga, you will not be able to understand that this word was there in the previous sloka. After the Padavibhaga is done, okay, yes, then you'll say evam vidha is there in the correct. So by the time you locate and make the words proper, your mind will get occupied. After that, relax and you will recognize that evam vidha is there in the previous sloka also. Aham evam vidha he Arjuna jnatum. Very important. Underline the word jnatum, drashtum, cha tatvena. Tatvavittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoho gunaguneshu vartante iti matva. All connect all those things. Jnatum, drashtum, cha tatvena. Praveshtum. So one word. Cha he parantapa. So Arjuna has been addressed twice. He Arjuna, he parantapa. 15. 15 or 14? Somebody saying 14, somebody saying 15. Let us do once again. Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakyaha aham evam hidaha he Arjuna. 7. Jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha he parantapa. 14 only I got. Somebody saying 15. Or all of you unanimously the same opinion, 14? Clear? This is Tattvam. So 14 cannot be 15. 15 on 14. It's 14. Very good. Right. That's why my Guruji say in the right side of the sloka, write how many words are there. So tomorrow when you do Padavibhaga on your own, be able to make sure the number matches. Write down number 14 and write. Okay. Now, Anmaya, hey Arjuna, tu Ananyaya Bhaktya, two words, Ananyaya Bhaktya. This word comes again and again. Ananya Chintayanto Mam. Okay. Ananyaya Bhaktya. Aham Shakyaha Drashtum. Evam Vidhaha Dhyatum Cha Tatvena Cha Praveshtum. Two things Bhagavan is mentioning. One is Dhyatum Cha Tatvena Cha Praveshtum. He Parantapa. Anmaya is clear? Easy or not? Hey Arjuna. First line, last word. Tu. Where is tu? Where is tukaram? No, tu, no, separately. Tu ananyaya. Tu ananyaya becomes tu plus anyaya. Ananyaya. So, tu ananyaya bhaktya. Next to each other. Aham shakyaha. Aham evam vidaha. From there, shakyaha. Drashtum. Drashtum, you have to locate the word where middle of the third padam. Drashtum. Evam vidaha. Aham evam vidaha. Jnatum cha tatvena. Jnatum. Very simple. Third padam cha tatvena. Cha praveshtum. He parantapa. Clear? Anvaya is clear to everybody? Very good. Excellent. So we'll stop here because meaning will take a little more time. I'll explain in detail in next class along with Acharya's. Bhashyam is little slightly bigger. See, this particular Bhashyam, whenever this no Tattva Jnanam comes, Acharya will give lot more information. Couple of announcements. One, all of you see the Shankara Jayanti flyer or not? Make sure you participate. If you know Shankara Stotras or any songs on Shankaracharya and all chanting you can do on Shankara Jayanti. And make sure you register for all the performers. At least you register so that no Bhagi is organizing all the performers, so you'll get a slot. No, what time? If the number of people are more, we will chant during the other classes. Okay, so the whole schedule will come out by next week. Then there is a plan to visit Kanchipuram, so there will be no classes Saturday evening India and Sunday morning India. So everybody is very happy. No class. Huh? So due to various things, I had to plan only during this period. So that's why somebody is in Dhanyavada. So they are very happy for giving holiday. But what you should do? Don't revise this, and we'll catch up again on Thursday morning. That's one. So during this visit, we are going to request Periva for the inauguration of the Sandhyamandan program. Depends on Periva's convenience, because on that day Periva is traveling or not, we don't know. Our job is to make the request. Then, as we say, man proposes, God disposes. So Periva is God, so he'll give the information. That is one. Then there was some requests from some people. Instead of doing only few chapters summary, why don't we do a summary of all the chapters systematically so that it is left behind as a proper conclusion for the Gita Shastram? Yes or no? After finishing the 11th chapter, we will go chapter by summary. So what we should do now? All the chapters till 11, 12 will be published shortly. Download the ebook properly and keep it together. So anyway, after all these lectures are over, what you're going to do is you want to collate everything and give a systematic way for you to listen to all the lectures. But this 18 chapter individual summary will be available always in YouTube. So it is actually very systematic, very nice. So we'll do that. So make sure whoever has not downloaded the ebooks, please go and download and make sure that you have everything ready after the completion of the 11th chapter. I will not do summary of 11th now because you're going to start from first, right? Start from first, go on till 18th, all summary, and then after that we can start the Sandhyavandanam program. Dates I will confirm once I have the blessings of Periva Acharya. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. समस्त सन्मंगलानि भूत्यात्। हरि ओम।